What's going on? This is Thomas Dixon, and welcome to the Solo Insurance YouTube channel, a channel where we focus on content mainly for your solo one person agent or maybe an agent with a small local team. If you are a nationwide builder, well, of course, you can come on in and enjoy the content as well. But I made this channel mainly to focus on those people who just starting out, looking to get into the business, or maybe they are in the business but they're looking for some content, maybe some information that will be easily implemented for what they're doing locally. And in this video, I'm going to talk about having an agenda. If you're a brand new agent, if you're in business for a while, then you know, or you should know, that having an agenda will, number one, save you time. It keep you from being wasteful with your time and wasteful with your money. So for context, today is a Monday. I'm dating this. Today is Monday. This is the week of Easter. Mondays is typically my office day. I come to the office. I do any type of follow-up, paperwork, checking underwriting. Sometimes I may do an appointment later in the day, but Mondays are typically my setting the table day. Because this is a holiday week, this is going to be a short week for me. Well, I'm going to do a little work when I go home, go to my hometown, but because this week is a short week, my agenda changed a little bit. I actually scheduled some appointments for today, and I scheduled some for this evening. Also about scheduling enough work to keep you busy. I had 2 phone calls this morning. They were going to be telesales. Of course, they did not pick up. Left a message. I will be following up with them later today. But because I had an agenda this past weekend, I knew what I was going to be doing today. I had it written down in my planner. I know the times I need to call these people, and I know what else is going on. And if you're a brand new agent, hopefully the person you get with is going to show you how to have an agenda, be it based on scheduled appointments, or if you are waiting on leads to come in, or if you're trying to get traction, they'll give you an agenda on how to go about getting those leads. And if you are a seasoned agent, then you should know already you need to have an agenda, because it's so easy to waste a day, a week doing this insurance business if you don't have an agenda. If you just come to the office, where you wake up, you get on Facebook, you get on YouTube, you check your email, you know you need to call 3 or 4 people back, but you don't do it. You just fumbling around. Next thing you know, it's 12 o'clock and you ain't done squat. That's because you don't have an agenda. And the agenda can be as simple as a notepad with 12 o'clock, call Mildred, 1 o'clock, call Jerry. Or it can be a actual planner. I think I'm gonna link the planner that I use in the comments in the video. And I'm big on giving credit when credit is due. This planner, I didn't find this on my own. My man Matt Mungia, he's the one that put me onto this planner. I've been using this planner since 2018. That's just how long I've known this guy. I saw him in a Facebook group somewhere, and he commented and put that in there. So I'm gonna put that planner in there to help you get an agenda. Or you can be high tech and use your phone. You can use your Google Calendar. You can use Evernote. Whatever you want to do, just have an agenda, because when you have an agenda, it sets the table and it lets other people know that your time is not to be wasted. You're going to learn quickly in this business, if you're brand new, that people will respect the time of the lawyer, and they respect their doctor's time a lot quicker than they respect an insurance agent's time. And sometimes that's the insurance agent's fault. Because if you tell them, well, just what time works for you, or hey, anytime you need me, I'm there. When you do that, it gives some people the idea that your time is not valuable. And I get it. If you're just starting out, you need as many sales as possible. The calendar's not full anyway. You're gonna be just getting anything you can get. I get it. Cases like that, I understand. You're just trying to get the calendar filled up. Just trying to make some sales. You're trying to stay above water. There's a time and place for that. I did that myself. So don't think that Thomas is just above it all, and no way I'm going to, grovel and beg for an appointment. Yes, I've been there, and if it's a free, like today, if it's a free day today, I'm available today. So, but once you start getting a groove and you got people you got to call, you got follow-ups, you got stuff you got to do, you have to be judicious with your time. You have to say, look, I'm available on Wednesday between these times. Does this work? Does this work for you? Or I'm available on these 2 days, or I'm only doing appointments. We don't want to say you're only doing appointments, but you want to say, hey, look, this is the schedule for this week. Here are the time slots. You let them know this is where we can do business, because they understand that. If you go to a doctor or a lawyer, you already know. The doctor gonna tell you, we got Tuesday at 9 o'clock, we got Thursday at 10:15. Which one you want? There is no wiggle room. It is what it is. And that's how to treat your business when you have an agenda. So if the agenda is, this week I'm working Tuesday through Friday. This is just an example, guys. I don't need anybody coming in the comment section and say, oh, you're not working hard enough. That's not enough to make any money. This is an example for those who are brand new and for those who are in the business but may not have a set agenda. You may say, I'm going to work Tuesday through Thursday, and these are the time slots available. And when you talk to people, you tell them, look, these are the days I'm available. Either they can get in it or they can't, all right? You have to treat your time like it's money, because if you're self-employed, if you sell life insurance, 100% commission, you are a self-employed person. You're a 1099 contractor. You are not on the clock. There is no clock you clock in with. It's a mental clock. So your time is valuable. Like right now, it's like, what time is it? I think it's about 10 something, but I made my phone calls. I made some follow-up phone calls already, the agenda. And I know I have a 12 o'clock appointment that I have to go drive to. So I know that I need to leave the office by a certain time to be at this particular appointment. So I have a little spot where I can do a video, but that's because I had an agenda and I knew where I was going to go. And this is something that a lot of new agents don't really do. They kind of just go based off what the client tells them that they can do. But you need to set the table for your business. Like I said, Mondays for me is my office day. Tuesday may be for you, but you need to set a day where, hey, the agenda today is paperwork, follow-up, admin work. Again, this channel is for your solo agent, so more than likely you're doing your own admin work, or you may have a spouse or significant other who may be helping you with that. But there's going to be one day out the week where you're going to do a lot of follow-up stuff. And on that day, in my case, I use that day to also set appointments. So I try to set appointments for the following Tuesday, Wednesday. Just to give a little insight, I don't run a lot of appointments like your traditional final expense insurance agents do. I run less than 10 appointments a week, sometimes less than 5, to be honest with you. The way I do my marketing, most of the time when I meet my clients, they already know who I am. So I don't really need as many sits, as we call it in the business. I don't need as many sits to make my numbers, because usually when I meet somebody, they already know who I am. We've spoken already. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna ask questions, give them some feedback, and if it makes sense, we're gonna do a policy. And in many cases, I'm doing a policy for a husband and a wife, or it is a grandparent, an adult child. So it's usually at least 2 to 3 policies per house. So I do things a little differently. So sometimes I can schedule my appointments on Monday for the rest of the week, or sometimes I will schedule it for Monday, for Tuesday to Wednesday, and then come in on Thursday, schedule for Friday and Saturday. This really depends. I don't have a set rhythm. It depends on the lead flow and the follow-ups and the referrals I get. So my schedule, it has an agenda, but it is based on what I have coming in and what the business dictates, if that makes sense. So, but that's just a little peek into how I do my things, but it's still an agenda. The agenda is still the same. These are the days and these are the times that I'm running appointments. I typically don't like to do anything no more than 3 days out, because too far out, people forget. And sometimes you might have somebody who's ready to do business right now, but you schedule somebody a week earlier and they're gonna flake on you. So let's get in the weeds, but the point is, if you're brand new to the business, you wanna have an agenda. Even if that agenda is content creation. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is content creation. This video is not designed to sell life insurance policies. This video is designed strictly to entertain, educate, and help out new agents who are looking to get into the business, and agents who are already in the business to help them with some of the things that they may be doing. So this is not exactly a direct income producing activity. If you're a brand new agent, you should be doing 80-90% income producing activities. As you get into the business and as your money flow gets better, then you can find time to do content creation, be it directly for your business. So, there's some people walking out the door, by the window. So right now, this is content creation time. I'm gonna finish this video, then about another 35 minutes, I'm leave the office, I'm gonna head to my 12 o'clock appointment. After that, take a lunch. Then I got some follow-up phone calls I gotta make. I'm gonna do another video about follow-ups. In this lead-driven business we're in, particularly if you do a lot of Facebook leads, a lot of agents leave a lot of meat on the bone by not following up. Sometimes people are not ready right now. They may be ready next month. That's having an agenda. That's having a follow-up system. That's another video. But the point is, even with that follow-up, it has to be an agenda with that. So, in closing, because I try to keep these videos short, brand new agent, thinking about getting into the business person, seasoned agent, you have to have an agenda. And the agenda has to be something that's on paper or on your laptop, your phone. It has to be something you can physically see. If you try to keep it in your head, stuff don't slip. I used to try to keep that stuff in my head and I always forgot something. So what I do now, I might, because I'm at a point where I get a lot of random phone calls. People say, hey, I saw you on Facebook, I saw you here. Somebody referred you to me. I immediately stop and find something to write with. I keep my little, I got a system I use, but I immediately write down name, phone number, time, and I put that in my calendar. I don't try to just say, I'm gonna call you back. I don't try to remember because you're not gonna do it. It's gonna mess with your agenda. Because now you know I need to call this person back at this specific time. Like today. Glad I said that. So I called the lead today, and I got this lead like last week, and they answered today, but they're still working. They said, well, hey, I can't talk right now. Call me back after 3. So I'm gonna call them after 3. I got another person I gotta call back after 3. So some of these people that you call, they're still working. So if they don't answer, it doesn't necessarily mean they don't want to talk to you. It just means that you may have called them at work. And because they're so busy, they forgot to call you back. I forget to call people back, they call me. So you call them back after hours, work hours, and they'll pick up and they say, oh yeah, I saw you, yeah, I want to talk to you, but I was at work earlier, or the best time. Well, they said the best time to talk to you is after these times. So when they tell you that, now you have to look at your agenda and say, okay, these are the times that they say they can talk on the phone with me. Are these times available for me to do that? Let's say that, let me give you my example. The guy told me he can talk on the phone between 2 and 4 p.m. It's a big 2-hour window. It actually works better for me. So let's say I had a 2 o'clock appointment, actual insurance appointment. I can do that insurance appointment from 2 to, let's say 2 to 2:30. Let's say let's just say they wasn't ready to make a decision or there wasn't a sale to be made. At 2:30, I can call this guy back, say, hey, this is Thomas calling you back, and we'll discuss some things. And at that point, we'll probably make an appointment based on that phone call. Now, in this guy's case, he told me how much coverage he was looking for. Again, most of the people that I speak with, I'm not a cold call, or I'm not a cold agent that just appeared out there in the air. They usually kind of got an idea of who I am. So when we spoke on the phone briefly, because he told me he was taking a break, he told me, hey, this is how much coverage I'm looking for between these 2 numbers, and these are the times I'm available. So I already know that I asked him a handful of qualifying questions, so I know what he's looking for. I know his availability. So in this specific case, the agenda in this case is strictly to say, yes, I can help you. Here is a range of numbers. What is a good day and time to come out and see you? Because I do telesales and I also do face-to-face. And this guy's case, I'm probably going to end up going to go see him because he may qualify for he may qualify for a policy better than the burial policy. I do sell final expense burial policies, but if I have people who are young enough and they're healthy enough and they want to get more than maybe $35,000, I do have other options. Get into the weeds again, but that's something that's something that you will learn as you get to the business, that sometimes it's better to serve the client with a product that may not give you a fast payout like a burial policy, but it gives them more coverage. And in my case, sometimes you get referrals from that. But that's another tangent. But again, it goes back to an agenda. That's my agenda with him. Also, the agenda to get the appointment is call him between 2 and 4, ask 2 or 3 more qualifying questions, give him a range of prices, because I don't know until I actually ask all the questions. Give him a range of prices, then set up the appointment. Some agents will say, don't talk about price over the phone. To me, that's not something that's set in stone. You really have to have a feel for the people you're talking to. Because once you do this for a long time, you can kind of tell who has the agenda of just kicking the tires and just want you to give them a quick quote and they're going to hang up the phone, versus those who are ready to make a buying decision. All you have to do as an agent is not have commission breath, truly have a heart to serve and ask the right questions and present the option that makes the best sense for them. So if I got somebody on the phone who I know is a tire kicker, they're just trying to get a quick quote, I don't give them, I used to, I learned the hard way, I don't give them a quick, I give them a range, because they're tire kickers. You know, they're just trying to get the cheapest price and run off. And as an insurance agent, you really should present yourself as the cheapest person, because then you become a commodity. Then you become a product peddler at that point. Now, I got the cheapest price. Sometimes the cheapest price is not the best option for that particular client. You know, and sometimes that client may not be able to medically qualify for the cheapest price. That's a whole other topic. So I have a habit of jumping to different topics. But the thing is, I sometimes qualify people over the phone before I meet them. If I got a good feel for what they want and I feel like they're really ready to make a buying decision, we'll do something. And before I stop, another thing I've noticed is that people can tell if you are full of crap versus if you're trying to help them. And I've noticed with some of my clients that they will say, you know, they talk to somebody else, they try to sell them some crap insurance, and the client could feel that they was trying to be sold something that they really didn't want and was not the right thing for them. They didn't, you know, they don't know anything about life insurance, but they felt it. Sometimes feelings can be wrong, but a lot of times customers' gut feeling is right. They felt like they was being sold something that was not meant for them. And then when they talk with me, you know, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna take my time, but I'm not gonna be on the phone all day. I may talk a lot in this video, but when I'm on the phone with a client, you know, we're gonna get to the business pretty quickly, because their time is valuable, my time is valuable. But they can tell that I'm not trying to just sell them the first thing smoking, because they may have needs that I didn't know if I didn't ask the questions, or maybe they had coverage already, and because I was so quick to just make a sale, I didn't know they already had this much coverage, and you know. But let me end this video right here. Guys, gals, have an agenda. Don't just wake up in the morning time and say, okay, what am I gonna do today? Okay, I need to sell some insurance. What I need to do today. You need to have your agenda set the night before, or at the latest, as soon as you wake up in the morning time when you come to the office, or wherever you work at. Preferably, you want to have an agenda the day before. At least you'll have a framework of where you're going to be, where you need to be for a certain time. So, hope you guys enjoy the content. Like, comment, also subscribe to the channel. I would love it if you guys would share some of this content with some of your other agent friends who may find this content entertaining. I'm an actively producing agent, so I'm in the field every day just like you. So a lot of things that you can hear from me is eyewitness, firsthand, dirt under the nails experience. So with that, you guys be safe, and I catch you in the next video.